Good morning, friends. It's Sunday morning. It's the day before Christmas and Sarah is here with me.
Hi, and Gigi. Hi. I love you.
Sarah and Gingy, they're both with me. And this is our beautiful Christmas tree that we have decorated last night.
And we have a little snowman decoration which lights up. Look, let me just turn it on. See? It
Ooh,
changes. I
so
think
pretty.
It changes into different colors.
And the plans for today. We need to finish some cleaning and we'll also cook some stuff. We'll make vegetable soup because we need to have some soup for Christmas too. We need some. And we'll make layered cabbage, and I'm gonna make it with sauerkraut. I'll show you the recipe. It's super easy and so good. I will make some turkey breast, and some brownies. And if we have time, we'll make cookies too. Only if I've got time and the energy, because that takes a lot of time and energy to finish everything today. Because tomorrow is Christmas and Santa Claus is coming tonight, right?
And Gigi Claus.
Yeah, and Sarah is still in her pajama. So, let's get started. All right, we're back. So, we're gonna show you how we marinate the turkey. You can do this with chicken or with any other kind of meat. So, let's see. So, we got some turkey breast right here. I paid $4.99 for this whole breast, and this is a kilogram. We got it from Aldi yesterday. So this is the turkey breast, and we're gonna add some salt.
How much?
I'll tell you. Come on. This way.
It's not even going down. It looks like snow.
Okay, this is a big piece. That should be enough for now. Now some pepper. This is how you grind it.
Can I try?
Yeah, you do it. The other way, the other side. There you go.
You can't put too much.
No, but a little bit more.
On this side, everywhere?
Everywhere, to cover it.
Okay. It's not everywhere yet. Cool. Just this spot there.
There you go. Okay, now we're gonna add some mustard.
Okay, how much?
About 2 tablespoons, I would say.
Okay, so this is one
Just pour some, yeah. There you go.
It looks like frosting.
That's about 1 tablespoon. You can add some more.
I'm gonna make like a turkey cake. All the mustard. Ooh.
A little bit more.
Just.
That should be about enough. Okay. Now some lemon. I'm gonna squeeze some lemon. You wanna squeeze it?
Okay.
About half a lemon. This is about the whole lemon, so about half of this.
Yeah.
Can you squeeze it?
It's
a
too
little bit hard.
rough
Yeah.
for me.
If you have lemon juice, you just like the one from the bottle, you can add it, but we don't have, so we need to squeeze the lemon. And I don't have a lemon squeezer, so
we're stuck like this.
I'll just squeeze it.
Now can I start squeezing?
Yeah.
That's pretty easier.
And then we've got some garlic. I have peeled some garlic cloves, about 3 to 4, or add as much as you like.
Yep, how much you want.
Yep. because they bring lots of flavor to this turkey. Just chop it up.
Goodness. This lemon is very rough.
Yeah.
Like, do we need to use something to to squeeze it?
We don't have a lemon squeezer, so.
Or we can just
use your hands.
My muscles are so tired.
There you go.
I barely squeeze out the drop.
Okay, let me try some more. Let mommy try. There we go. And then I'll add some bay leaves.
Good.
About 2 to 3. Yeah, sure.
What are bay leaves?
These are bay leaves. Yeah.
Oops, dropped one.
Yeah, that's where you have to put it.
In a bowl?
Yeah. I'm gonna use some wine.
Can I put wine?
Red wine.
Can I put wine in there?
Yeah, not too much.
Okay, like how much?
I'll tell you when to stop.
I didn't use it. Oops.
That's about it.
I got some.
You can skip the
wine
wine if you want to, but
that
it
looks
brings
like blood.
a good flavor.
It looks like blood.
Now you'll take the spoon and try to level everything up. Yeah, especially the mustard. Just spread it around.
So I'm gonna make a mustard cake? A mustard turkey cake? Chicken cake.
And now we'll add some olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil.
I'll make it like a cake.
Let me add some oil. About a quarter of a cup. I don't know the exact measurements. This is just eyeballing.
I'll add some wine on top.
Maybe I'm just gonna add a little bit more wine.
Yay, add some wine. We have
There
a
we
blood
go.
turkey.
Because you want it kind of like covered in the marinade. Okay, so I'm gonna let it marinate for a couple of hours because I'm gonna start baking it tonight. I'm gonna cover it with some foil. Okay, let's put that in the sink. Cover it with some foil and I'll keep it in the fridge. Alright, next we're gonna make our layered cabbage. This is a traditional Romanian recipe and this is actually called, let me see, how can I translate this? Cluj cabbage. Cluj is one of our wonderful cities in Romania, and this is in Transylvania area. Yeah, Transylvania, Dracula, that's where Cluj is. And this is an easier version of stuffed cabbage. So because I couldn't find cabbage, like sauerkraut cabbage, I have just bought this from Aldi yesterday. And this is already cut. Yeah, so I couldn't find the whole cabbage to make the actually stuffed cabbage. So we're just gonna put this sauerkraut in layers and then the mixture of the meat and rice and spices and onion in the middle. I'll show you how. So first I added some olive oil in this pan. I've got some ground beef, lean ground beef, and I got this on sale, 30% off from Aldi again, and I paid $2.67. This is organic, but you can also use pork or a mixture of pork and beef. So this is about 400 grams of meat. So I have chopped an onion. And first I'm gonna add the onions. Okay. Now I'm gonna add the beef. And mix everything together. Alright, salt and pepper, and freshly ground pepper, some salt, Now I'm gonna add the rice. I've got about a cup of rice. I'm using basmati rice. I have washed it before. You can add more if you want to. And now I will add some water. About a cup of water. Put some more rice in here. Okay, and now I'm gonna let this simmer for about, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, until the meat is done. I'm gonna put the lid on. All right. Okay. Now we're getting ready to prepare the cabbage, the sauerkraut. This is how it looks like inside. I think it's got too much water, so I'm gonna try to squeeze it, but first let's put it in this bowl. And I'll just squeeze it in between my palms. Although this water, which is salty water, brings lots of flavor to this dish, you know, sauerkraut is really healthy. It's got lots of probiotics in it, which is good bacteria for your stomach. So you should really eat it more often. Sauerkraut is really popular in Germany and in Romania too. Alright, so that's one packet. And I've got another packet here.
You could have just used, there's a part right here you can...
Yeah, let me just throw this away. That's packet number 2. I just hope this is enough. Stuffed cabbage are very popular in Romania for this time of the year, for Christmas. My mom always makes them. And I make them too, but this year I just could not find the whole cabbage. So I'm making this, which is fine. You see, this is a lot of juice.
Yep.
Alright, let me wash my hands.
And
Sarah is behind the camera. She's my helper.
yeah, I like singing on camera. It's so much fun.
Alright, so this is the cabbage. Yeah. I'm just gonna spread it. And let's check on the meat. Alright, the meat is done. You see the water already evaporated. And we're gonna make the layers now. Alright, now it's time to put everything together. First I will add some olive oil. And using a brush, I'm gonna brush this all over and on the sides. You can add some ham if you want to, or if you have, or some bacon. It brings lots of flavor. All right. Now my first layer will be the cabbage. So just spread cabbage everywhere to make your first layer. And I'm gonna add about a half of this cabbage. I'm just making 2 layers. Just make sure the bottom of the pan is covered. Alright, I think that's about a half. I have the rest of the half here, the other half here. Okay, let me wash my hands really quickly. And here I have my meat mixture, meat and rice mixture, and onions. Wow, this pot is so heavy. Okay, I'm gonna level it up. Okay, and now I'm gonna add some paprika. I'm using sweet paprika, but you can use hot paprika if you want to. About 1 teaspoon. Okay. I'm gonna add some thyme. It smells great. You have to add thyme in this. It's not gonna taste the same without thyme. This cabbage or your stuffed cabbage as well. Thyme is the secret ingredient, and be generous. You can't go wrong. I think I've added about 2 teaspoons in here. And now I'm gonna add some dill. I've got some dried dill, but you can add fresh if you like it, or if you have it. I don't have it. That should be enough. Okay, so this is the dill. And some tomato paste. About 2 tablespoons. You can add more later if you want to. And next, I'm gonna add, let me just spread this. This didn't work. That's fine. Now I'm gonna add the rest of the cabbage, the final layer on the top. All right, that's the top layer. Now I'm gonna add some bay leaves. About 3 or 4 bay leaves. Some whole peppercorns. So, yeah, a couple. Just spread them around. And some more tomato paste. That's about it. I'm gonna add water. I've got a whole glass of water, I don't know, 2 cups maybe? Let's see. And 1 more. And I think another one. Yeah, definitely. About half of this glass. Okay, so I'm gonna let this on the stove first. So let's try to move the camera first. There's a child playing the tuba outside. You can hear him singing carols. Okay, so this will go on the stove for about 30 minutes. Yeah, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven. I'm gonna cover it now. Let's see if this works. Perfect. So if you think you have to add some more water, you can add some more water because you don't want the cabbage to stick to the bottom. There we go. In the process. Bam! Alright, now I'm getting ready to cook my vegetable soup. And I'm gonna add, so I have added some olive oil. Now I will add my onions and my bell pepper. And I'm telling you, the cabbage smells amazing. If you could only smell it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now I will add some salt. That's about enough right now. I'm going to stir fry them for a minute or so until the onions become translucent. That's the church behind our building. It's 12. Now I have about a medium potato. Huge potato. And I've got some frozen veggies. Yeah, so here is some carrot and some parsnip. You can skip the parsnip if you don't have it or if you don't use it, but it's really good. It's not completely defrosted, but that's fine. You can also add celery if you have, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna skip it. Now I've got some, these are from the can, some fava beans and chickpeas. That will go in my soup too. Now I'm gonna add a can of crushed tomatoes. Oops. And some water. Using the same can for the water. Okay, and I'm gonna also add some barley. Yeah, about a cup of barley. I have washed it before. Let me get some more water in this pan. And now I've got my soup base. It's vegetable base, but you can add chicken stock or beef stock, whatever you prefer. Alright, I'm gonna give this a stir. I'm gonna probably need some more water, I would say. And maybe one more can. You can add some more later if you want to. This is a very versatile soup because you can actually add whatever ingredients, whatever veggies you have on hand. So be creative. All right. Now I'm gonna bring the soup to a simmer. To a boil and let it simmer for about, I don't know, 40-45 minutes up to an hour until all the veggies are done. Now the cabbage situation. So this have been simmering for about 30 minutes. It's not done, so the water is evaporated now. So I'm gonna add some more. So I've got some hot water here with some tomato paste that I'm gonna pour it on top. Make sure the cabbage is covered. I'm gonna give it a little shake, just like so. Oops, it's hot. There we go. And now I'm gonna place it in the oven for about an hour and a half. So it's in the oven, 350, for about an hour and a half. Make sure you shake it from time to time and make sure it's got enough water. Okay, so we're now working on our gingerbread cookies. So I'm following this recipe. This is a German mixture. These are the spices for the recipe, and the recipe is on the back. So it says add 125 grams of butter.
We did that.
Yeah, that's the butter. Sarah is working on that. And then 100 grams of sugar and 250 milliliters of honey. Now I'm gonna add the sugar. Hold on. And we need to bring this to a boil. Now I'm not sure if we have 250 milliliters of honey, so that's all the honey that we have left.
We have two forms.
Yeah, the cookie cutters.
A snowman.
Was that a snowman?
And a snow angel or an angel.
And an angel, yeah.
Honey,
so I'm gonna add the rest of the honey, which is about, I don't know, maybe 100 grams, 100 milliliters or less. Okay, stir it.
oh my
And I'm gonna
gosh.
add some brown sugar instead.
We have no more sugar?
No, we have no more honey, so I'm just gonna add some unrefined brown sugar.
Okay.
Keep it on the stove.
Mix.
Yeah, let me add the sugar.
Not too much.
You can also add molasses. I've seen some recipes with using molasses. All right, I think that should be about enough. Now you can stir.
Oh my gosh. Looks like it doesn't look like brown sugar in there.
Some more honey in here. Let's see.
Oh, there's more honey.
If you leave it upside down, you can still squeeze a little bit. Keep it on the stove. Be careful, yeah?
Butter mixing.
There we go. So it says bring this to a boil.
Oh, it's stuck.
Yeah, just keep on mixing. It says bring this to a boil and then let it cool.
Yes.
Hold on to this.
Yep.
Alright, the soup is still simmering. I think it's almost done.
Whoa.
Yep.
Look how it turns, like, it's really weird. And the butter sort of looks like melted marshmallows.
Yeah, they have to melt together and to bring them to a boil, to a simmer.
And you should always be careful with the honey so it doesn't stick to the bottom.
Yeah, but it will mix with the butter and it won't stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sarah has been helping me out chopping some chocolate that we're gonna use for our brownies. Yeah. Be careful. Let me do it now.
That didn't hurt.
No? Okay.
That didn't burn me.
I'll do it now.
I'll watch the camera. Let's make straight these. Oh. And let me get the cookie cutters. And I'll show you guys one more time the cookie cutters. Here. Oops, I don't know how to move it. Oh.
There you go.
The snowman.
The snowman.
And angel, or the snow angel, we don't know. It's either an angel or a snow angel or both.
There you go.
Right. A flying.
Let's see.
Can I start mixing?
Alright, so this thing is boiling and it says let it cool down for a couple of minutes before using it. This is how it looks like. It smells like caramel. But this is basically lots of sugar in here. Yeah.
Can I see?
Yep.
Whoa.
Okay, so the recipe asks for 500 grams of flour. So I've got our flour here. A pack of baking powder, which is 15 grams. About, I don't know, 2 teaspoons. Let's add it. And you can stir it together.
Looks like there's only flour, but it's not.
1.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder, unsweetened. Hold on, unsweetened cocoa powder. Okay, so that's.
Can I put it in?
1.5. Okay, let me put half more. That's about it. That's the cocoa powder that I'm using. The gingerbread cookie mixture, which is actually a mixture of cloves, ginger powder, cinnamon, what else? nutmeg. That's about it, I think. And now mix it together.
It makes a really cool color.
Yeah, you can use this.
Cool! But this is usually for eggs.
Yeah, we'll add 1 egg.
And
Just mix that first. And here's our honey, sugar, and
mixture. Butter
mixture. Okay. All right. So everything is mixed together. Give it to me a bit. Now we're gonna break 1 egg.
Can I crack the egg, please?
Be careful.
Yep. It's
harder. Okay, now trash it.
And wash my hands.
Yep.
What can I mix?
Okay, just mix it well. Here, you can mix some more.
The egg disappeared.
And now we're gonna add, hold on, the mixture.
Ooh, it looks like honey. Like
It is.
caramel and honey. I think like caramel honey.
It smells so good.
Sort of. I think I like it.
Mix it, mix it.
I'll put my
So now it's time to form a dough. Let's give it a good stir first.
Can I also?
Mommy will make the dough, yeah? You will cut the cookies.
Yeah, I want to cut the cookies.
So the dough needs to stay, to be kept in the fridge for at least 1 hour. Let's see how it turns out. Okay, let me help you. Okay, it's time to put my hands in. Alright, make sure you wash your hands before you do this. So, we'll try to form the dough.
Cool. I'd like to grind.
So the dough is almost ready. Sarah wants to help out now.
Let me put my sleeves up first.
Yeah, put your sleeves up first.
Okay, so I guess we have to this is sort of hot.
Together with the rest of the dough.
Okay, I'll put this. I don't need a chair, no thank you.
No. Oh, there you go.
It's
With
so
the palms
hot.
of your hands. This.
I'm just trying to get. I'll take this piece and get all the flour. Extra flour. Now I'll put this. Oh, this is sort of hot.
It's warm.
It's like hot if you squeeze it.
You have to bring it together, not squeeze it.
It's really
All done?
Almost.
Okay, so we're out of plastic foil. So what we'll do, we'll just put it in this bag.
Can I put the giant piece?
Put it in the bag. All right. Let's make like a disc.
Can I try it? Oh, it's even warm. In the bag.
Okay, like a disc. Like together, yeah?
I'll put it together.
Alright, now let's try to close the bag.
You can use a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, we could have done that. And this goes in the fridge for at least 1 hour. I think I'm gonna keep it for 2 hours. Or maybe more. The soup is done. It looks and it tastes amazing. You can check it for salt. I'm gonna add some parsley now, dried parsley. Oh, I've got some fresh parsley too. Wow, that's fine. All done here. Now the cabbage is still in the oven. I'll give you a peek. Oops. Ooh, that's the steam coming out. I have added some more water.
It smells good.
Oh, it smells good, huh? And they've been in the oven for about an hour, so I think they have about 30 more minutes to go.
Oh. It smells like lasagna.
So the layered cabbage is done. It's out of the oven. I'm just gonna remove, oh, it's hot, the bay leaves. Here we go, one more. And we'll serve this tomorrow on Christmas Day. Now we're gonna get started on brownies. Okay, so our brownies now. I've got chocolate. And the recipe actually asks for 5 ounces, that's 150 grams of chocolate, but I'm doubling the recipe. So I have about 300 grams of chocolate and about 2 sticks of butter.
Can I mix?
Yeah, you can mix.
Okay, I'll mix meanwhile. The bigger pieces are not melting.
Okay, that's the butter. You need to add the butter.
Yeah, these are starting to melt, but this one is not. Oh my god, that's such a big piece.
Hold on. Use this.
Okay, I'll use this.
The wooden spoon, yeah?
Why does... I don't know why. What does the wooden spoon...
So we need to melt them all together.
Can I do it? Okay, I'll move this a little bit. Every time wherever I move the butter,
and then we need
like bubbles.
2 tablespoons, that's 15 grams of cocoa, but we're gonna add 4 because we're making double batch. A cup of sugar, so that will be 2 cups of sugar. A teaspoon of vanilla, so that's 2 teaspoons. 2 eggs, so that makes it 4 eggs. 95 grams, that's a third of a cup. No, 3/4 of a cup of flour, so that's about what? About 2 cups of flour, maybe a little bit less.
Almost all the
1/4 teaspoon of salt, so that will be about half teaspoon of salt. And this is optional. Some more semi-sweet chocolate chips, about 125 grams, which is a 3/4 of a cup. So So that's what, a cup and a half, something like that, of chocolate chips. But you can add raisins or nuts, yeah, or any other dried fruit. Let's see if I have some walnuts, and we can add some walnuts and maybe some raisins. All right, so that's how the chocolate and the butter look like. Now I'm gonna add the sugar. I have actually added just 1.5 cup of sugar because I think it's gonna be too sweet with 2 cups of sugar. So that's the sugar. And now I'm gonna add the eggs one at a time and stir thoroughly after each one. Yeah. So that's 1 egg. That's fine. You don't need a blender or a mixer for this. You can just use a spatula or just a wooden spoon.
Or any spoon.
Yeah. And my daughter is working on the walnuts. I have actually found some walnuts.
I'm smashing them into tiny pieces using this thing. This is a thing for meat.
Yeah.
And I'm using it to smash up these walnuts and nuts.
That's another egg. Oops.
Can I add the next egg, please?
No, you work on that.
Okay, Mom. These are the tiniest.
This is such an easy recipe. Right, Sarah?
Yep.
And she's been such a good helper today. Okay.
Yep, the walnuts are pretty much dead.
Yeah,
We
they look
killed the
perfect.
walnuts. The walnuts
That's
are
number
dead.
3.
Let's see.
Are they good?
I'll try one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, it's still yummy.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that you need to preheat your oven. Mine is already preheated because I have cooked the cabbage before, but it's still on. I think it's 350.
Mommy,
Our neighbor was waving us.
Yep.
And that's egg number 4.
So now we're going to these are tiny.
Oh, the recipe doesn't call for any baking powder, but I like to add about 1 teaspoon. So in our case, since we're doubling the recipe, I'm gonna add about 2 teaspoons. All right. Now I'm gonna add the vanilla essence extract. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. I'm just eyeballing it.
So should I smash them more?
No, I think they look perfect. Okay. Now 2 tablespoons of cocoa. So
Can
that
I
makes
put
it
the
4.
tablespoons, please?
Yeah, let me just get a spoon. So 1.
Everywhere, so it's
Yeah. 1. 2.
Perfect.
3.
How many?
1 more. Don't get it wet though. 3 and
4.
4.
Now can I spread it around?
We need to mix it.
Oh, can I mix? I
Yeah,
love
you can
mixing.
mix. I need to tell you that the
Mixing is my
flavor of this recipe depends of the chocolate that you're using. So the better quality the chocolate is, the better the brownies will
Taste.
be. Yeah. Mix it,
I
mix
can
it.
mix it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mix it well.
Yep.
Alright, now we're gonna add the flour.
Can I add it? I love adding it. I love cooking with you. Ooh.
Alright.
Yay.
And stir it.
I can
Mix
stir
it, mix it. Mix it,
Mixy,
mix it.
mixy, lemon squeezy. Skeeksy. Mixy, 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 lemon mixy.
So a teaspoon of baking powder and 1 more.
It looks like snow with chocolate now.
Okay, mix it now. Come on,
I can mix.
quickly.
If you say quickly, I can do this. I don't need help. Well,
Okay.
a little bit next time. Oh my god.
It's kind of hard. Let me help you.
It's okay, I can do it now.
Okay.
Oh, I think we're gonna need a blender. If you guys have a blender, maybe you can use it. But
It works well with a spoon. Okay, now my turn. You hold on to this. and
I'll hold
mix
on.
it.
You don't need to hold. I'll hold. Holding. I'm holding. Wow. Don't forget the sides.
Alright, and now I'm gonna add the walnuts. They're already chopped.
And ready to go.
I have about half a cup here. Okay. Alright, now keep on stirring.
I'll try to do like a cupcake swirl. Yeah. I'll take lots of it and just do like
Alright, so keep on stirring.
cupcake swirl. Yoo-hoo.
And we've got some raisins too. We can add some raisins. What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah? Let's add some raisins.
On the spoon you go.
There we go. Okay, let me work on this. Give it another good stir. Perfect. Right, so I have covered my baking pan with some parchment paper. And now I'm just gonna spread it everywhere. Try to level it up. This is gonna be so good. so dense and so chocolatey. Oops. All right, in the oven it goes. 350 for about 25-30 minutes. And the brownies are done. So we ended up with these cookies. They're really good. My daughter and her friend made these wonderful decorations. This is my daughter's experiment with a white snowman. It's got some flour on top, but hey, it looks great. Okay. And now the last thing for today is my turkey breast. So this one has been sitting the whole day in the marinade. That was red wine, some mustard, salt, pepper, bay leaves, olive oil, and garlic. So I have transferred it in this pan, added all the juices, and now it will go in the oven. I'm gonna cover it with some foil, and I think I'm gonna bake it for, I don't know, 2 hours. Let's see. The plan is to bake it, to keep it in the oven for 2 hours tonight, covered, and to have it more in the oven for about, I don't know, 30 or 45 minutes tomorrow morning, so it's warm for our lunch tomorrow. So it's in the oven. The temperature is 350 for about 2 hours. Alright, this is the turkey after 2 hours in the oven, and I took the foil out and I'm gonna let it uncovered right now for about 1 more hour. This is about 30 minutes that the turkey has been roasting in the oven. Now I'll try. You see, it's really nice and I love the color. I'll try to turn it. Okay, I need to put a camera. Alright, I flipped it on the other side. Now 30 more minutes and then it's done. Out of the oven, and this is done. As you can see, it's really nicely roasted on the other side too. It's a little bit darker because, remember, I have put wine in the marinade. So I'm gonna flip it on this side because it looks better. And it's ready to be served. This will be on our Christmas table tomorrow for lunch. So thanks everyone for watching my vlog. It's been such a long day. I took a bath. I gave my daughter a bath too. And we're waiting for Santa. Have a good night. Bye.